Alrighty, I'm gonna end up having to make this recording a shorter one than usual. Normally I aim for about like 55 minutes to an hour. This one I'm probably only gonna do like 30-ish minutes. Just to recap, we are currently questing to become one of the keepers. At least that's where we left off last time. I'm just gonna double check to see if there's anything useful. Because we did not really look through any of that. Heads up. Oh, it is different items. I don't think I'll actually need that book or anything, but we're taking it. Because light magic is healing magic, which I believe is the stuff that causes our arcane fever to get worse. But I could 100% be wrong about that.
This could work. It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your true Chesser of it.
Is that so? Very well. I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel? Oh, what? So little confidence in yourself. I knew you would pass. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters. None of it, you'll see. The ceremony needs a little preparation, 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams.
Didn't we have a different set of dreams where, you know, we're just getting the shit beat out of us, and then I accidentally lit a dude on fire and that ended the dream?
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it. You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us.
You know, I completely forgot that we had that dream, actually.
None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
Huh. So I've now failed, what, 2 quests?
Walk blessed, Prophet. Yes.
I'm really good at failing these
Why do you
quests.
ask? They did. What are you getting at?
Pathlessness wherever you look. Where is this supposed to be?
Then do me a favor and spare me the pleasantries. We have no time for small talk.
Alright, so what should I do? Oh, I do need to use a bed to rest. Dang. There's probably a bed somewhere here.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
Why couldn't I go through that?
Transcribe verse 80 100 times.
Yeah, that's weird. Can I sleep in the Grandmaster's bed? Wakes up at 6 a.m. just gets the shit beat out of me because I was sleeping in his bed. Alrighty, now we can go take sleep. Wait. Oh, I already did sleep. Guys, I'm losing it. Is it not X to sheath? I feel like it's always been X to sheath. Difficulty, adapt. Oh, okay. So this is basically just the normal version. No. Ready weapon. Maybe it's just R. I feel like it's... Yeah, okay. What do I have as my... Magic is I. Do I have anything on Q? Favorites, okay. Oh, that's fine. It's actually not a bad idea either. Oh, wait, Wait a second. Is that not just the inventory button? Guys, I'm sorry that I'm doing this. Okay, look inventory. Oh, it's P. That makes a lot more sense. I'm stupid.
It is time. Come forward, Prophet.
I hate this view.
I know what you are feeling. Mistrust. For it is the first time in the history of the Order that a stranger will receive the holy consecration. You consider it a treason against our charter, and therefore against us all. And indeed, it is true that traditions have strengthened the Order. We have ruled this land for millennia, and for millennia we have prevailed. And I know that what happened 2 years ago has unsettled you. Yes, we are in a crisis. Yes, our foundation seems to be shattered. And now you believe that I profane even what little is left by consecrating a pathless one. But you are wrong. It was always people who have given strength to the Order. People like you and me. Yes, we did serve the Lightborn, but because they embodied an idea. The idea of peace through stability. And even now, after their demise, we will pursue this idea. We are facing a threat that endangers the world as we know it. And to fight it, we need one thing above all others, the readiness to make sacrifices for the greater good. This man, like Novice Sakarish, has shown this readiness. He is talented and has a gift, and thus carries responsibility. But instead of running from this responsibility, he faced it and found us. Consecrated ones, repeat my words. This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
Yeah,
This
this.
is the day when my old me dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
until death absolves me from my duty.
Thus, you are elevated to Keepers of the First Sigil. Rise. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death.
May your light guide me.
Leave now, brothers and sisters, and rest. We will need our strength.
Okay.
Go and get your armor at the Temple's Forge. After that, meet me in the Emporium. There's news. Ranks. After a novice has passed the trial, he is raised into the First Sigil, and over the course of years, if he proves to be worthy, into higher ranks, up to the Fourth Sigil, which is held by the Truchessa and the Grandmaster, me.
Alright.
Walk blessed.
Now, a good pipe of peace weed. Why is that stuff so expensive?
I'm supposed to keep talking to him? I'm gonna get the items first and then I'll talk to him. And if I fail another quest because I just like chose not to talk to him immediately, oh well. I wonder if I'm still gonna get flack as an outsider.
Well met.
Prophet?
Oh, everybody's gonna call me Prophet now. Don't know how I feel about that one either. Am I gonna have to wait?
Yes? Is it important?
Yeah, I need somewhere to sleep so I can make it daytime. Can I sleep on the bench? No.
Yes. There you are. Walk blessed. Do you have a moment?
Ah, greetings. Of course, what do you need?
The Archmagister
Yeah, I need a
ordered me
bed.
to find out more about the
Please.
Ivory Civil War.
Is it
The one that took place
Both
shortly
those beds are
before
in use. Oh, this bed's not in use. I'm assuming it'll open at like 7 or 8 a.m. Maybe I should be safe and wait till 10.
the tears?
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, just to be safe.
your area of expertise, isn't it?
Well, I did study the Chronicles, so I suppose so, yes. What do you need to know?
Prophet? This Jackal, the commander of Diligar, who incited the conflict. What do you know about him?
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Yeah. Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Okay. If I pick up... I don't know what I actually need, though. This bow wouldn't be too bad, but I don't have money. So what can I sell? I don't need to have 5 daggers. In fact, I don't need any daggers. Regular claymore is useless. Regular swords. I don't use knives, I don't use maces. Keep 1 pickaxe, there's probably use. I want to stick with light armor specifically. I can use the shield. In fact, I'm not sure what I'm actually wearing for most of my armor. I don't need damaged mana. Don't need paralyze. Get rid of those. Water breathing for 10 seconds just feels basically useless. Wonder if I can just pop one of those. Okay, it was 494. Yeah, that'll get me bow that I wanted, which means I can sell the 4 long bows I already had. I'm gonna quick save real quick.
Blessed.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna full save just to be safe. And then I'm gonna test to see what happens if I pop this potion. Ah. So, nothing happens. Should stop 2 of them. Yep. I just want to know if I convert. I figured I needed to get, like, the lycanthropy form first, but... yeah, you never know with some games. Wait a second. Did I already go here? Oh, I still can get free items.
Ah, right. The highly debated new keeper. You suddenly have caused some uproar. I'll give you that. So, robes, mail, or plate?
Robes.
Fine, here you go. And no matter what you think of all this, wearing this armor is an honor. Get that into your head. Most of us had to wait decades for it.
I also had to wait decades. Because I didn't know that this game existed until now. Test fine armbands on, does that look good? Okay. That provides nothing. Leather boots provide a little bit. Number 3. Okay, it has no perk, but... oh, you couldn't even give me one that wasn't stained? Actually, wait, that's my hair, I think. Yeah, that's my hair peeking through. It looks like a stain.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely my hair.
Huh?
Well, I'm really glad I didn't buy any armor then. I just, like, bought other stuff.
Of course they have. You know how these bureaucrats are, but they will do it.
Very good. Thanks for your efforts, my friend.
Don't mention
Can I kill him?
I just hope you know.
Honestly,
what to do.
there's just like an
You
urge to
know,
kill people
many
all the
see
time when
the
I'm playing this game.
course the order has taken since you came back as disquieting.
Narazul's mages in the temple? An outlander as a keeper? It's a lot to take in.
The Outlander's right here.
But someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Well, well, it isn't the prodigy. Say, is it true that you're an elementalist? One The keepers told me. We should have a chat someday. Seems you could teach me a thing or two.
Oh well.
Prophet, did you find your way around?
I think so.
Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come. Right now, we are still in the dark as to the true nature of this cycle. All we have are fragments, but we will change that. There are 2 trails we have found. I want you to go after both of them.
Oh, yeah. Just make me do all, like, the walking and roaming work. Also, why have you not questioned that I am standing on the table every single time that we're in this room?
The first one has to do with the stone fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigil stone, which we urgently need. The Arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start?
I can make a dead person.
It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The Sigil Stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness. Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia.
So, you're telling me I get to grave rob? Do I get to kill people? Please, let me.
Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago. Yes, the ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
Alright, time to find other dude.
Huh?
You wanna
Oh,
talk?
hello. You're the companion of that mercenary, aren't you? Dalveric, or whatever his name is. I don't want to be disrespectful, but our time's so bad that the Order needs to resort to hiring mercenaries.
I can always sell that later for money.
Have you heard? Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary here to Enderal, despite the wars.
So I'm supposed to go to the basement, right?
Are bold. Give them that.
Wait, what else was part of that? Optional. Keeper's garb and temple. Okay. So I need to find dead people. And apparently I'm not supposed to make them dead people. Oh well. Where was I supposed to go? That's me. No, he said it, but also, like, if it's not on the map, I'm not supposed to do it yet, right? An old Duthel. Ration guard. I wonder what's going on up here. There must be a lot of like interesting information. Oh, well, let's talk to the old man first. The old man will probably give us all the information we need. Or, what is it, Grand Magister or something?
Well, well, if it isn't the prodigy.
Didn't I already talk to one of you?
Oh, hey.
Hi. Sir.
Prophet?
So what's so spectacular about this? To me, our pal here looks like your average crypt corpse.
Well, he isn't. Do you
Oh,
see
there's
this
the
mark
ice
on
cube.
his forehead? That's a symbol of the Ashian, one of the two priest castes who reigned over the Byzantine Empire for life of the thing. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Hello. I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nerim. Just like you, as I've heard. Oh, I don't know. Probably because I don't have very fond memories of my time there. You know, if someone would have told you 20 years ago that one day I would be the Archmagister of the Holy Order, you'd have probably laughed in his face. It's absurd just to think of it. You know, I was a slave there. Yes, you see, I was born into a traveling group of Aeterna minstrels. I never got to know my father, though, and living that way was hard. So my mother eventually decided to burn all bridges behind us and start over. Sorry, I'm babbling. I don't want to bother you with my boring stories.
No, I actually like hearing this because it gives me like lore.
Well, after some days on the road, we met a traveling merchant who gave us a ride to the next village. A small one named Sildren in the Salathan forest. It seemed almost perfect at the beginning. The place was quiet, and my mother found herself a job as a weaver in the local count's castle. One day, however, the count simply stopped paying her, and, well, when she asked for the reason, he told her that we were his property from that moment on. Just like that. Why wouldn't it be? We were just a woman and a young son, and he owned both the land and the local guard. We had to serve this Creo, that was the count's name, for 9 years. It was horrible. Pure luck, I suppose. One day, an Enderalian merchant and his escort passed through the village. They were on their way to Waverock to catch a ship from there. And just by coincidence, he saw me crushing some herbs I had found in the forest. That's what I did in the little spare time I had, you know. The Salathan forest is so incredibly rich with plants, you have no idea. What I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheaf of God's tongue. That impressed the merchant so much that he simply bought me. He left her there. Believe me, what he did had nothing to do with mercy. He just saw that there was money to be made off of me. I cried and protested, of course, but 2 months later, our ship arrived in Ark, where he got infected with flesh maggots and died shortly thereafter. Luckily enough, he was a sublime. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, they simply asked the Order to grant me the novitiate, which they did. How the left path. Sounds crazy when I tell it like that, and it probably is. But back then, it just happened.
But, you know, this actually would have asked him myself.
I tried, but as you can imagine, my obligations made my options to do so very limited. Only recently, however, word reached me from a mercenary whom I sent over. According to him, Creo is dead, and his castle was deserted. But who knows if he just said that to appease me. I think when all of this is over, I might ask the Grandmaster for permission to travel there myself. And then, who knows? By the righteous path, now I really am babbling. I am sure a man like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring old chronicler. I should probably get back to business. Forgive me.
Well, hoping can't
I
hurt.
kind of wonder if I
Look,
could
we have
go and
company.
visit and see if I could find his mom. That'd be really cool.
How's the situation?
Walk blessed, Grandmaster. We're fine. Everything is ready. So this is him?
Yes. This is the Prophet.
Interesting. Truly interesting. I imagined you to be different. I'm Lexiel Marigil, Archmagister of the Holy Order. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, where do we start? Has the Grandmaster already informed you of the goal of this mission?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now you're wondering, how will this be possible? This is where the Word of the Dead comes into play. An old relic we'll need to find.
The word of the dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you understand, the Word of the Dead is an artifact that allows entering a deceased person's mind to relive his last memories as if they were your own.
And you want to do just that with our frozen pal here. This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the Word of the Dead, teleport the Pyrean's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual.
Oh yeah, that just sounds simple enough.
Well, this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's west that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received a tip that the Word of the Dead is in his possession.
Hang on. Are you talking about this odd fellow with the puppets? The aged man from the folk zone?
I am. You won't take it. It will be enough to find it. Use it on the Pyrean and then leave. You will travel to the manor with Dalvarek, wait for nightfall, and then introduce yourself to the aged man as a fellow collector of artifacts. Then you will offer him this brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the Word of the Dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you. Archmagister?
Yes? Well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But, how goes the saying? The proof of the eating is in the pudding.
We'll manage somehow.
I don't remember that
And even
phrase
if we
ever
don't,
existing.
It definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that. But I have faith in both of you. Now get going as soon as you can. This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
Alright.
And there they go. Yep, just meet me at the Myrids Tower at the Western Cliff. I'll go grab my stuff now. Huh?
Okay. I am actually gonna have us end right here, purely because I need to end here. I have other things I have to take care of tonight. But yeah, so next video we'll end up completing this quest and hopefully everything will be good. Yeah. See ya.